So one of the cleaners has just turned up and said good morning to me. And the first thing she did was take a bag of trash out of a car and put it in that bin over there. So I'm presuming where she lives they don't have the same service they have here. So yeah, if you find a bin, you gotta use it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, isn't that odd? Like, you've gotta bring your rubbish from home to work to get rid of it. Very odd. They must have a special service here where they empty the bin on quite a regular basis, which they don't in most places. It's very odd here, very odd. Right, I'm going to take a walk down here and see what I can find. So I've been to 7-Eleven to get my coffee. My three-legged friend has just come out. The receptionist just brought the dog out and they chain it up to this tree so he gets to hang out outside. I think he gets 2 walks a day as well. Seems very happy, aren't you? Just so placid. So placid, aren't you? For a monster. Big monster. Very placid. And doesn't jump up on you, which I love. I love it when dogs don't jump up on you. So this is like a holiday park. I think I saw this advertised on the internet just down the road from my hotel. And we're inside Kenting National Park. I think the Japanese designated this a national park in 1906 because they controlled Taiwan for a while. There's still a lot of Japanese influence here. Yeah, I've got 2 days here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but I think I might hire a scooter one of the days and have a scoot around. And, it's very hot. It's only about 7:30 in the morning and it's already boiling hot. Yeah. You see, it's fairly pretty here, but and the ocean is very pretty, but I wouldn't say it's a great deal prettier than where I was living in England next to the ocean. The sea there was beautiful, and the hills, and we had a national park right where I was living, which was really beautiful. Yeah, I think the heat here would be an issue. It's like another resort here. Yeah, I think the people that do live here have adapted to the heat, mainly by not being outside during the peak hours of the day. Oh, these are batteries for the electric motorbikes. I saw a guy do it yesterday, so they just pull one out and lift up the motorbike seat and drop it in and they're away. It's literally a 2-second job to change the battery. This is you see the boiling the kettle there. This is the boss's seat. He sits here and then he likes to entertain people here. So people come and sit here and he makes them tea and gives them food and snacks. It's a very cool retro hotel. I think the boss likes playing baseball and fishing. This is the dog's spot. That's the dog's chair. This must be quite famous. So I'm watching a video about things to do in Kenting. I think this girl's Taiwanese, but she speaks really good English. She's with a boyfriend. They come here. They're at the same beach I was at yesterday, just down the road here. But the red flags are up for no swimming when they were there. Like, that was last year. That was like August, I think, last year. I love this room. Leaving the door open so I don't feel so lonely. I can hear the receptionist jabbering away downstairs, which is quite nice. So they were in Kenting for 3 days, which is the same as me, and they're at the night market, which I didn't go to last night. I'm just not that bothered for night markets. Like, occasionally it's like a treat, but I normally want to eat quite early, and these night markets here anyway in Taiwan, they kind of open like 6 o'clock at night, or even a little bit later maybe. Yeah, so food looks amazing, but
we're back at the hotel. We ate half the food in the market, but then we decided to finish the rest here because we're tired of walking and eating.
yeah, that's the other thing, there's no seating.
Yeah, even though it's 28 degrees
In some of these night markets.
Feels like we're walking through a sauna.
Yeah, it is bloody hot. She's
Some cold beer
got that spot. There you go. Beer and food. Okay, we've gone to visit a town which is back that way. I came through it yesterday, Henchung. It's got an old city wall. Apparently they shot some movie here. I don't know if it was a Taiwanese movie or a Korean movie or something, but yeah, it looks like a really cute little town. But got to work out how to get the bus. Look at you guys eating all that fancy food. Got to work out how to get the bus. The bus comes along the main road, but there's no bus stop, and there's no shade. You've got to stand in the sun waiting for the bus. Oh, and the internet at my hotel is incredibly slow. Like, so in Kaohsiung, the internet basically didn't work at my hotel other than for a few hours on the second day. I had no Wi-Fi at all. Here, I've uploaded or tried to upload a YouTube video last night. I left it running last night, and it's taking like hours and hours to upload. So it just amazes me. I mean, technologically sophisticated country like Taiwan, and they've got slower internet than Vietnam, Thailand, Laos. I mean, that's a bit crazy. They're in a mall with no people.
Literally no one's here but us. It's just us. Art.
It is weird, man. Quite like their style of her. I think she's the one that makes the videos. It's a cool style.
Oh, something's playing.
So I think what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to walk to another beach. There's a beach here in this little cove, which looks really nice, and I might be able to swim there. And I'm going to go to they call it Frog Rock, that thing in the background, and that's a marine recreation park which looks really beautiful. Hang on, it's different. Frog Rock, yeah, it's got like, looks like you can do a little walk around this headland, and maybe there's some nice things to see there. Yeah, so yeah, look at that, look at the water, it's crystal clear. Temporary closed, what do you mean closed? Frog Rock temporarily closed. If that's wrong, please suggest an edit. Well, how can you close a rock? Can't close a rock, right? See what it says about the recreation part. Was that closed? No. Alright, so Frog Rock entrance. I'll work it out. Oh, look, that's what we need. Starbucks. There was actually a McDonald's right around the corner from here, but thankfully they've closed it down. Saying that, it would have been it was literally right here where the bus stops, I think. But yeah, I was going to get my green tea there, but yeah, that's closed. That's the other hotel I was going to stay at, Golden Ocean Azure Hotel, and that's the bus stop here, I think. Kenting Arch, 270 metres from my hotel, and there's a bus to where I need to go every 30 minutes. Oh, Kenting Shuttle Orange Line. I might look at that, so I might go to another town tomorrow. Yeah, that's cool. There's a local bus, the Orange Line, well, it's showing up as blue. It goes to Henchun, which is only about 15 minutes away. That looks like a really interesting town. And then you can go to the National Museum of Marine Biology, and that looks amazing. Like, they've got amazing aquariums and stuff there, so that might be one to do. So the cleaners are at work. I didn't think there were many people staying here last night, but there must have been a few. This is the room across from me. That's pretty big. Pretty basic. But yeah, they've got obviously a couple of double beds. I think these are like some families that stay here. I guess if you're two friends, have a couple of beds. Bathrooms, yeah, the same as mine pretty much. But there's no view of the mountain that I've got on this side. It's just a view of a building. Yeah. I think I got a good deal. Just getting a second coffee from 7-Eleven. You can do everything here, so he's posting his parcel. Guy just came in and paid a bill for electricity or something that was like 180 quid. And then yeah, you can do a lot of things in 7-Eleven. This is like the little seating area. Got a photocopier. Not sure what that is. Slurpees. Yeah, the coffee's really good here. We've got sweet potatoes, sausages, tea eggs, all the same stuff everywhere. Noodles, chocolate. Booze, food. Yeah, I got 2 meals from here last night. They were pretty good actually. What did I get? Oh, I got it from over here. One of the staff's just coming that was here yesterday. They gave me directions. She's coming to start her shift. Yeah, I think I got that last night. Oh no, I got that. I haven't eaten it yet. I ate one meal, couldn't finish the other. They're quite substantial. Not too bad. Yeah, so you've either got to have a scooter here or use a local bus if you want to go somewhere. There's an arch 200 metres that way where you can get the local buses. The national park is just behind me here. You take a bus or you ride a scooter up there. It's 4 miles from here, and then it looks beautiful. You get amazing views from up on the mountain. There's a really nice beach about 4 miles that way. I'm just going to walk to a little beach up here today. You can rent your scooter from here right next to my hotel. There's quite a few places in town renting scooters as well. Yeah, that's the entrance to the national park, or the forest park. You got to pay 100 to get in, like £2. Yeah, it's actually quite a lot to do here. You could probably spend the whole week here if you rented a scooter and went to see everything. The snorkeling looks quite good. That's about 8 miles that way. It's so peaceful when you walk into this hotel. It's like stepping back in time. The cleaning crew that's just started, they're actually really young. They're like young girls in their 20s. And I think there's some older ladies on the crew as well. The ones on my floor this morning are quite young. It's the kind of place where you can leave the door open. It's very safe here. I did see some cyclists yesterday coming down the road, Westerners, I think. And actually, yeah, this tip of Taiwan would be really good to do a cycle ride on. Yeah, they're giving you an itinerary there of where to go. I wonder how far that is. There we go. Stunning mountain ocean views. Experience true road trip in Kenting. Henchun Kenting cycle route. Okay. So how far it is? It's probably not that far. It's probably like 100 odd kilometers. Could split over a few days. So yeah, I'm here pretty much in the middle of things. This is Pingtung County, but it's Kenting, the town I'm in Kentung National Park. It's a bit confusing. But yeah, I'm just going to go to the little beach today, and Little Bay, that's why I'm here. I'm going to go there and have a look at that. Tomorrow I've got to decide whether to go to the forest and do a hike, which will take probably about 4 hours, or whether to take the bus and go to Henchun Ancient Town, because that seems to be a very popular thing to visit. I've had a motorbike. I'd probably do a big loop, go out to the lighthouse. That's the southernmost point in the whole of Taiwan, down there at the bottom, as it says, southernmost tip of Taiwan is there. Yeah, you could, if you wanted to, you could probably stay a week here and do quite a lot of different stuff. It'd be pretty nice to spend a week here. You definitely need transport though if you're going to stay a week. Get like a scooter. A lot of people, Taiwanese, seem to have come here in cars. So yeah, given how hot it is, the car is probably the best way to go. This hotel is so old, but it's so cool at the same time. It's like, oh, I love it. It's just like bare minimum shit hanging down, but it's all good in the hood. I like it. So it seems the thing that everyone does here is to rent a bike. Those are electric bikes. There's something weird about how you can't take electric bikes up into the forest park for some reason. You got to take a petrol bike. No idea why that is. But yeah, people rent like a scooter for the day. This place is really cheap actually, compared to the place next to my place. 4 hours, $2.50. That would probably do me actually. I might do that tomorrow. Yeah, $2.50 is like about £5. Never know when to cross the road here. This is where you buy your flip-flops. Skills giving instructions in how to wear your flip-flops. Cool little truck. That hotel looks quite cool, 157. Got a nice little dining area up there, looking out onto the street. So it's like the bus stop at the police, they call that the police station, bus stop, so it's the police station. That's where you can get the bus to your next destination. There's also another bus stop called the Arch, which is near my hotel. Thankfully, yeah, it's covered from the sun because it's bloody hot. But yeah, so yeah, it's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock now, so the hotel's checkout times are 10 o'clock. So these guys have been checked out. Now they're heading to their next destination, so that's how that's working. Yeah, so there's just tons and tons of guest houses along here. I guess you can turn up and just check in. I think there's quite a few vacancies in the week anyway. But yeah, they're very cute. They've got a nice little downstairs seating area, some of them. There's a Thai restaurant there. It looks really nice. It's really well laid out. A lot of the properties along here are quite beautiful. This one looks Japanese. Hi, ni hao. That's another huge Thai restaurant. Thais get absolutely everywhere in the world. And that's Yunnan and Myanmar food, interesting. That's food from China. Oh, Taiwan. Oh, it's got the three different ones: Chinese, Thai, and Myanmar. Interesting. So they call this small beach or little beach, one of those two, and it looks lovely and looks like there's no flags, so we can do a bit of swimming. It looks like the water is crystal clear. I need to find some shade to sit in. Oh yeah, this looks perfect. A nice little beach, not a big beach. Stunning. That looks like in higher deck chairs. Interesting. Yeah, that's beautiful. You can go in this park here, it's free. NTD, like 50p or something. Yeah. Very pretty. Water yesterday wasn't very warm. That's okay. That's not too much. Like liquid. So a lady just approached me offering me an umbrella. It's 700 NTD a day, so it's more than my hotel room costs. It's like 16 quid a night, 16 quid a day to have an umbrella. So I'm just going to put my stuff here under a tree. Yeah, I'm not someone who can sit in the deck chair all day. Some people can do that, can't they? Yeah, I'm just going to leave my stuff here. Go for a little dip. So this is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been in my entire life. You see that thing skipping across the water there? This is one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been. It's so quiet here. The water's 27 degrees at the moment. I just came this morning, I put my stuff there and I swam up to the rocks over there and back. Chatted to a Chinese fisherman, Taiwanese fisherman. and we had drama. So as I was coming back, I got halfway, and there was a lady standing on the beach, and she was looking towards me. And these fish were jumping in front of me as I was swimming back, and I couldn't see it, but the woman looked really concerned, and I was like, I'm getting out of the water. She's seen something. So I got out of the water, and she said, did you see that? I said, what? She said there was a massive thing following those fish, and the fish that were jumping out of the water were about 12 inches long, 10-12 inches long, so they're already big fish. But she said there was something behind it which was a monster, and she opened her arms to a really big, wide length, and I was like, okay, glad I got out of the water. So I went up and asked the lifeguard what was going on, and he said he'd seen it, and he said it was, I think it's in English, he showed me a picture, but it was a Chinese description. I think it's a giant grouper. Absolutely massive thing. If you look up giant grouper on Google, you'll see the thing. There's no sharks, don't worry, there's no sharks, but it is so beautiful here. Oh, and the woman that I was talking to that spotted the giant fish, she was really interesting. She's just finishing her trip to Taiwan. She's been here a few weeks. She's been hiking up in the central mountains. She's from the Czech Republic and she loves hiking, so she's got 4 months paid sabbatical from work, and she's going to South Korea in a couple of days, and then she's going to Peru and Bolivia to do more hiking. But just a few years younger than me, I reckon, and yeah, really nice. I asked her what the nicest place was she's been to in Taiwan, and she said here. She did a 38-kilometer hike yesterday up to the forest park. You see where that rock is in the distance, the one near my hotel? That's where the forest park is, and then all the way out to the lighthouse there. And she said she was going to get the bus back, but she decided she was feeling energetic, so she just walked the whole thing. And she said yeah, she said the forest park's well worth doing, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Instead of hiring a scooter, I think I'm just going to walk it, get my steps in. Oh my god, don't tell people about this place, don't want the masses coming here. And these rocks are really nice because they're covered in like this mossy stuff, which actually gives grip. Look at these fish. I used to have those in my fish tank at home. I think they're are they tetras? Or maybe not. There's something similar though. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some goggles just so I can kind of see what kind of fish are under here. I'm tempted now actually to go and do the snorkeling, which is about 10 kilometers that way, because if this is anything to go by, the marine life could be incredible. This is what we love to do as kids, like exploring the rocks. I was just thinking actually as I did that swim this morning, one of the things we used to go up to Newcastle and spend the whole week on the beach at my grandparents at Cullercoats Bay, and they had 2 piers, one that side and one that side, and you could jump off them at high tide, and we'd just spend the whole day basically jumping off the pier, climbing out and jumping off again, and it was the best time ever. These rock pools are fascinating. These pools are full of fish. It's like an open aquarium. Look. Only little ones, but as we now know, there's some giant fish out there, some biggies. So yeah, if you come here on a weekday outside of a national holiday, I mean, you can see how quiet that beach is. There are some shaded areas, like where I've put my stuff, where you don't have to pay any money, because the umbrellas, the girl said that she's rented one, she said she negotiated her down from 700 to 500 NTD, so what's that about? £12, £10, something like that. Someone's got a high-powered car or motorbike. So I've got a feeling this might be the nicest beach in the whole of Taiwan, and if not, it's very close, because I was reading this morning that one of the other beaches up that way is regarded as the nicest beach in the whole of Taiwan. So we're definitely in the nice beach zone of Taiwan, or the nicest beach zone of Taiwan. But this one's great because you can just walk to it from the Kenting town. The other beaches, if you want to go there, you've got to get transport. But look at it. It's just bloody ridiculous. It's like a warm bath getting in here. And it's tropical all year round here, so it's kind of like the Okinawa of Taiwan. Okinawa is Japan's tropical paradise, although Okinawa is north of North Taiwan, so I imagine in the winter it gets a bit cooler in Okinawa, whereas here it never gets much cooler, pretty much always hot. Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. Like, the water is crystal clear and warm. So he's just come to take them out snorkeling. So if you want to go snorkeling, I think you can pay at the lifeguard station over there, and they'll I think it has to be supervised if you're doing it from there, but I think if you bought your own snorkeling mask, you could just yeah, go and do it by yourself. Might see a giant grouper. Oh, shit. You might see a giant grouper. I think, yeah, I'm going to buy some goggles. I'm going to do probably a hike tomorrow, and then after the hike I'll come here, maybe on the way back from a hike, and just see what I can see underwater. Looks pretty cool. I don't think I've ever spent so long in the water. I think I've been in the water about at least 3 hours, could be longer. I'm not checking the time, the time doesn't matter today. Right, so if you're ever coming to Kenting in Taiwan, you've got to come and try this beach. Bloody awesome. I'd probably get some goggles and a snorkeling mask before you come down, unless you want to rent it out from over there. But yeah, it's about as good as it gets when it comes to a beach. It's quite interesting to stay here until the weekend just to see how busy it gets, but I'm going to ask the receptionist at the hotel. She's probably able to tell me pretty much how busy it gets. There's a fair few Westerners here. These guys they're French. The two snorkelers are Australian, although the girl is, I think she's originally Taiwanese. She speaks fluent Chinese. The guy doesn't speak any Chinese. There's some bloody great thing out there. I think it might be a stingray. You can see it's just breaking the surface just past where the guy is there. I swear to God that's a stingray out there. It looks massive. Anyway, yeah, we've got some, don't know if they're Americans. I think these guys are Russian or Ukrainian. Yeah, I just chatted to that family there. They're from Austria. They've just been to the place I'm going next, Taidong. They said it's nice. They rented bicycles there in Taipei. Boys have got the beer on the go. But yeah, I moved my stuff up there because I think the Ukrainians were there. They've gone. Such a chilled little spot. go back and have some ice cold beers. The only thing is, yeah, it's bloody hot. So I thought that was a stingray, but I think actually it's a rock sticking out. False alarm, but the big fish was a real big fish. Got the music going now. Boys are chinking their ice cold Coronas, but they're missing their limes. No lime in the Corona. Is that loud? What a beautiful spot, dude. Yeah, I can't recommend that place enough. If you're ever in this part of the world. That is the beach. I'm going to be so sunburnt tomorrow. I put my sun cream on, but that sun was intense. Oh, is this showers? Oh, okay, this is showers. Huh? Please wash sand off your feet, thank you. Okay, something on the other side here. Okay, it's open 7:30 till 6. There are proper showers down that way as well. Okay. So I decided to walk back a slightly different way. Come off the beach at the top end, furthest away from the town and my hotel. And there's this little area of restaurants and things, and absolutely no people whatsoever. So this must get busy at weekends. Or at night maybe, I don't know. How do you get out of here? The street level's like up there. Let's have a look. Oh, it doesn't look very open. I've got ice cream, I think they're doing drinks. Fried chicken. What's that there? Like a shopping mall or something. Oh wow, they've got a whole shopping mall in there. But, is that a shopping mall? Not sure. Bit random. Can I get out? That's the question. Party world. Bar Street. Jesus, a bar in Taiwan. Haven't seen many of those. So this, yeah, is some sort of... Oh, it's an event hall. Okay. Cafe Plaza, Game Land. Okay. Yeah, there's hardly anyone here at all. Yeah, so that beach down there is one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to. You'll probably get approached straight away when you walk on the beach by someone asking you to take one of their umbrellas and chairs, but you don't have to do that. I mean, I just wanted to be in the water, which I have been hours and hours today. So, oh, I'm supposed to use the official crossings, but okay, so that tunnel that I just came through belongs to the Howard Beach Resort Kenting, which basically goes under the road there and brings you up here, but it's probably easier just to use the normal exit off the beach. It's one of the construction guys just said hello to me. He's from Indonesia, he's working here, but the other guy is Taiwanese. He's having a quick chat, fixing the road. Yeah, the Indonesian guy just said to me that Taiwan is a very beautiful country. Got another fancy hotel, Caesar Park Hotel, so these will be quite expensive. But if you want to be right next to the beach. So yeah, this is the swimming beach. Like the beach near my hotel, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much permanently closed to swimming, and it's not good for swimming because it's not protected like this, so it's got quite big waves and it goes straight down. It's very steep, the incline. This is the main entrance onto the beach, in the kind of the middle of the beach. So he's using a blowtorch to take the old sign down. He's not wearing protective goggles. That woman's just been singing a song. She said hello to me, or ni hao in Chinese. Yeah, so the beach just there. Walk back through town, and my hotel's just on the other side of town. It's a cute little place, this. It's a cute little place. And that beach is just out of this world. So we've got the Hotel California there. Kenting Express, that's the bus that goes back to the big bad city. This is like the school running track. Got a feeling it might be out of term. This might be like a summer program. Could be wrong. There's not many people here. There's a history museum to the right inside the school grounds. This place is absolutely everywhere to rent bikes from, so don't worry about getting a bike. Not a problem here. Got a very chilled out pocket. Line in the middle of the road. And a dog, hello. Almost back at the ranch. These guys getting set up for tonight. What's this, banana pancakes? Yep. See how beautiful this is here. But that's the beach where you can't swim. You've got to walk through town to the other beach. Not a problem. So I might head up there tomorrow to the forest park. Pay 100 to get in. If that Czechoslovakian girl can do 38 kilometers in a day, I must be able to do at least half that, right? 38 kilometers, bloody hell, that's good going. She did say she liked hiking, so she's an expert. And we are back at my 5-star hotel. So as I return to my hotel, we have a very regal looking dog here. You know how to pose, you do, don't you? Look at you, poser. That is a towel and a pamphlet. I don't think you're going to be interested in that. Had a good day? Chilling like a villain? So just outside my hotel there's a place to wash your feet if you've been on the beach. Come back, get the sand off your feet before you enter the 5-star resort. Don't come here unless you're wearing a tuxedo. They won't let you in. This is a high class resort. Ni hao. Ni hao ma.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi everybody.
Hi everybody. So yeah, 4 o'clock. I think I spent like 4 hours in the sea today, like without getting out. So just told my fisherman's tale about the big fish, and I'm going to go and do some video photo editing, and that will do me for today. And tomorrow, yeah, we might head up there. So I've been told it's a good decision to come now because it's quiet. July and August is the summer holidays. They get lots of children, families and students. It's not a good time to come. What's your name again? Mita.
Rita.
Oh yeah, Rita, like Rita Hayward. Yeah, okay. Perfect day. Yeah, but she said normally it's quiet here. It's just those school holidays when it gets busy. Perfect. So the objective for tomorrow is to walk up the road, up the side of that hill. But you can't go up there. The receptionist told me it's a restricted area. But the National Forest Park lies behind it, about 4 kilometers that way. And then I'm going to go that way. There's another park I'll come down through, and then I might try and make it to the lighthouse. She did it, or I can take a bus. But I'm planning a hiking day tomorrow. I'm going to have to get my sunscreen properly on. I'm already burnt, but I can survive. Having my beers in my favourite spot. I've been really good recently. I'm not in bad shape, so I'm letting myself have a little bit of beer. Oh, and I'm getting into the spirit of Taiwanese recycling. my bag got a bit dirty this morning, so I washed it out, my plastic bag from 7, and I hung it on a tree over here. And now I'm going to get the fruits of my labour, unless someone's pinched it. I hung it up over here, I think. Oh, where's it gone? I thought I hung it there. Someone probably thought some idiots left the bag out here. Or did I leave it inside? So we're doing something with the fishy. We're putting the fishy into this plant pot. So we've got fishy, and they're going in. Fishy going in here. This is the fish tank. Yeah. So that's interesting.
You can do the sashimi.
You want sashimi?
No, I don't want.
Sashimi is
want to
raw
fry-
fish.
Fry it.
Fried fish. Yeah. Rita speaks really good English, so if you come here, Rita's here in the day until midnight. Ooh. Yeah, the Austrian guy I was talking to, I think that's him and his twin kids and his wife. It was their first trip here, but he told me his friend has been here 5 times to Taiwan. I guess that guy was about 30. How old would that guy be? Maybe late 30s. Not as old as me. Could be 40s, I guess. But yeah, you will not be disappointed if you come to Kenting. The dog's just been for a walk. Guy rode his motorbike and the dog ran. It is so so peaceful here, especially this hotel. Thing is, if you're staying in town in one of the fancier hotels, especially on the main strip down there, it's quite busy. But if you're here on the edge of town, it's absolutely amazingly peaceful. Yeah, my hotel just here, and just here we got a 7-Eleven. Couldn't get much more convenient than that. And they've got the food here, and then they've got all the beer here. But then they also have beer in the fridges down there as well, so, and soft drinks. So I think they're colder in those fridges down there. But you can only get the big packs from this section. So I'm just sat here editing a YouTube video. 6 o'clock. Looking out my window. On top of the mountain, I spot this. You see that up there? That silver thing? Right, it's a UFO, right? Except it's not flying. Some silver thing up there. I think it might be an observation deck at the forest park. But it's the first time I've even noticed it, and I've been sat here for 2 days now, so I don't have very good skills at noticing things that are right in front of me.